Here are 5 signs an INTJ secretly likes you. Number 1, they make time for you, which is a big deal. If an INTJ is carving out time for you, stop and take note, because that's huge. These people treat their time like it's gold-plated. Every hour is usually pre-scheduled, optimized, and allocated to something productive. Work, learning, planning their world domination, you name it. So, when they deliberately make space for you, it's not random, it's intentional. You'll notice little things first. They'll start replying faster. They'll actually initiate plans, which they rarely do. Or they'll hang around after a group conversation instead of ghosting the second it's over. It's the INTJ version of flirting. They won't say, "I like you," but they'll give you their most valuable resource, their focus and time. Here's the thing, INTJs hate wasting energy. So, if they spend time with you, it means they see something long-term, something worth the investment. They're not chasing short-term excitement. They're quietly evaluating compatibility, depth, and potential. And don't expect grand romantic gestures. Instead, it's going to be subtle, helping you with a problem, showing up when they don't have to, rearranging their schedule without mentioning it. It might look small on the outside, but to an INTJ, that's practically a declaration of interest. Because when they let you into their carefully curated time blocks, they're really saying, I could be working on 100 other things right now, but I'd rather be here with you. Number 2, they ask you deep questions. When an INTJ likes you, the conversation level up is immediate. Gone are the small talk questions like, how's your day? Or, what's your favorite color? Nope. They want to know what drives you, what you believe in, how you see the world, and why. They'll start asking questions that feel almost interview level deep, like, what's your biggest fear when it comes to success? Do you think people are naturally good or just conditioned to behave that way? If you could change one major thing about humanity, what would it be? At first, it might catch you off guard. You'll be sipping your coffee like, whoa, I just met you. Not taking a philosophy exam. But that's how INTJs connect. They're not trying to be intense. They're just allergic to surface-level talk. They want to understand you, not just your hobbies, but how your mind works, how you process emotions, make decisions, and interpret meaning. Because for an INTJ, attraction starts in the mind. If your ideas resonate with theirs, or if your perspective challenges them in a good way, that's the spark they're looking for. And here's the secret giveaway. They remember everything you say. You'll mention a random thought once, and 3 weeks later, they'll circle back with, you said you believe people need solitude to grow. What made you realize that? Yeah, they've been thinking about it. So if your INTJ crush suddenly starts interrogating your worldview with thoughtful, laser-focused questions, it's not because they're nosy, it's because they've decided your mind is worth exploring in depth. Number 3, they get weirdly awkward around you, but only you. You know that calm, composed, slightly intimidating aura INTJs usually have? Yeah, that disappears instantly when they actually like someone. Suddenly, the human supercomputer starts lagging like an old laptop with too many tabs open. Normally, INTJs are the picture of control, measured tone, calculated words, zero unnecessary movement. But the moment feelings enter the chat, their system short circuits. They'll say something that sounds halfway between a compliment and a math problem. You're aesthetically efficient. Or they'll suddenly become hyper-aware of every single thing they're doing. Wait, am I standing weird? Did I just blink too much? Should I smile? No, that's too much smiling. They'll overthink everything. Every text they send you gets reread 5 times. Every in-person interaction gets analyzed later like game footage. You'll see them freeze mid-sentence, recalculating their emotional strategy in real time. And what's hilarious is no one else will ever see this side of them. To everyone else, they're still cool, confident, and unshakable. But around you, they're weirdly fidgety, awkwardly sarcastic, or completely silent while their brain screams internally. Sometimes they'll even compensate by going the opposite direction, acting a little too distracted, trying too hard to seem unaffected, but their eyes will give them away. They'll keep glancing your way when they think you're not looking, or their body will subtly angle toward you even when they're pretending to be focused elsewhere. Basically, when an INTJ's glitching around you, mixing logic with nervous energy, saying strange things, or suddenly losing their usual composure, it's the biggest giveaway you'll ever get. Because if they're acting weird, that means you've officially done the impossible. You've gotten past their emotional firewall and triggered feelings they can't quite rationalize. Number 4. They subtly try to help you improve. When an INTJ likes you, they suddenly become your unofficial life coach without ever calling it that. You'll start noticing little things like them giving you practical advice, sending you articles that made them think of you, or dropping suggestions about how to make your goals more efficient. They're not trying to be controlling, they're showing affection the only way they know how, through optimization. For an INTJ, caring means investing. They don't waste energy on people who don't matter to them. So, if they start mentally troubleshooting your problems, brainstorming solutions for your career, or helping you make sense of your ideas, that's basically their version of "I love you." The funny thing is, they'll never make it obvious. No big pep talks, no grand emotional gestures, just small calculated improvements to your life. They'll notice things others miss, like how you always say you're tired and suddenly they're recommending the best sleep app. Or they'll pick up on your creative side and quietly send you a book about mastering your craft. It's their love language in disguise, acts of strategic service. They want to see you thrive, and if they can play a part in that, even behind the scenes, it deeply satisfies their inner strategist. So, if an INTJ starts giving you oddly specific advice, helping you solve problems you didn't even know you had, or gently pushing you toward your potential, it's not criticism, it's care, in the most INTJ way possible. Because in their mind, liking someone means wanting to see that person reach their absolute best version. Number 5, they let you see behind the mask. This is the big one, the final boss of INTJ affection. If an INTJ actually opens up to you emotionally, congratulations. You've just been granted premium access to a part of their world almost no one ever sees. You see, INTJs are masters of emotional privacy. They keep their feelings locked up tighter than a government database. It's not that they don't have emotions, they do, and they're deep. It's just that they prefer to process them privately, logically, and on their own timeline. Vulnerability to them can feel like walking into a storm without armor. But when they like you, really like you, you'll start to notice cracks in that stoic exterior. They might open up about something personal, share their fears or insecurities, or even admit when they're unsure about something, which, trust me, is rare. They might let you see them tired, stressed, or unfiltered, something they'd never allow with most people. At first, it might come out awkwardly. Maybe they'll say something like, "I don't usually tell people this, but..." Or they'll laugh nervously after revealing something real. That's your sign that you've reached the inner circle, the part of them that's soft, loyal, and far more emotional than they ever let on. Once you're in that zone, the INTJ walls don't come down halfway, they stay down for you. You'll see the warmth, the sarcasm, the dark humor, the protectiveness, and the genuine care that lives underneath all that logic. And here's the truth, they don't open up to test you, they open up because they trust you. Because in their world, emotional intimacy isn't a casual thing, it's rare, deliberate, and permanent. So if your INTJ lets you in like that, it's not just affection. It's a silent promise. You're someone worth letting the guard down for. These videos will be really helpful for you.